So, hello, ma'am. Welcome to the show. First of all, we'd like to know about yourself.
Hi, I'm Suchi Mishra. I teach all the theory subjects here at JD Bhubaneswar. So I basically teach the textiles, history of fashion, fashion theory, and craft documentation for 2 semesters.
Very nice to know, ma'am. Ma'am, I would like to know. So, what are your views upon the placement this year?
The placements have been good so far, so good. Things have been affected due to COVID. Industry has been affected due to COVID, but the students have made their mark in the industry with their creativity and their work. So overall, it's been good.
So, ma'am, how do you people support students for getting higher education?
So, if you ask me personally, I would suggest all of my students to go for higher education because that broadens their knowledge spectrum. And this comes from personal experience because I have done my higher education after my graduation. So, वो आपको थोड़ा सा एक्सपीरियंस देता है, थोड़ा सा एक्सपोजर देता है, आपको थोड़ा बेटर नॉलेज होता है आपके फील्ड के बारे में. So you get more insights about how to work on field and how to just blend with different aspects of the industry. So if you ask me personally, and that's what I suggest all my students, आपको अगर मौका मिलता है, scope है, then do go for higher education because that is going to be very helpful for you, in your future or in building up a more successful and more consistent career.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, do you have any extracurricular activities or programs to enhance the skills of the students or expose them to the real world challenges?
Absolutely. We take students on cluster visits. We conduct workshops that has a lot to do with their curriculum. So through these workshops, again, it's a combination of fun activity as well as they get to learn a lot of things. They get to learn a lot of crafts. They get to learn a lot of techniques which they can inculcate in their curriculum and their assignments. Or if they want to create any masterpiece or anything that is related to any competition, or they are going ahead and creating their own brand, whatsoever. So we take them for cluster visits also. So recently we had taken our students to Nuapatna for a cluster visit. So they visited the weavers village where they got to know the technique or the hard work that goes behind in making of a sari, in making of a hand weaved sari, and they got a little more idea about how handlooms are actually made or presented in the market and why handlooms are so popular worldwide. So we try our best to take them on tours, visits and conduct workshops. तो जिसके वजह से उनका नॉलेज बेस भी बढ़ता है और वो आगे जाके उनको बहुत हेल्प भी करेगा.
That's very nice to know, ma'am. College is doing such activities to promote students. So, ma'am, my next question would be like, what are the challenges you are facing to uplift the quality of the education of your department, like in fashion designing courses?
So challenges, as in every student is different. So sometimes the approach towards each individual student has to be different. So for few students, we have to work on their practical skills. For few students, we have to work on enhancing their theoretical knowledge. So as such, challenges are not something that is impossible to attain, but yes, I mean, we try our best to, give them the best knowledge and experience from our end, from our personal learnings, so that they can nurture themselves, for their careers ahead.
Wow, ma'am, that's very interesting. So, ma'am, when you came to college, so what was your vision and how are you trying to achieve the same?
Okay, so I came with an idea. So I'm very good with my theory subjects. So that is why I specifically wanted to take theory subjects. So, and a lot of students find theory boring. Practicals are interesting for them. But on the contrary, I find history very interesting. So, like we spoke about challenges in the previous question. So making people gain interest in history is itself a challenge. So the vision that I came in here is to make the students take ample interest in theory subjects. उनको history भी पसंद आए, उनको other fashion terminologies भी सीखने को मिले. So through theory, so once they are done with their theory, only then they can take that knowledge ahead and build their practical aspect of whatever they are doing. So I came with a vision to make people interested in theory, and I think so far I'm succeeding in whatever I'm trying to do.
Wow, ma'am, that's very nice to know. So we wish you for all the best for your future, and thank you, ma'am, for giving us time, ma'am.
Thank you.